we are back. I have some explaining to do. I have been very busy lately, and for that I apologize. It's not a good look for me, especially as a creator. So I apologize. Hopefully, we can get back on track soon. And as for the challenge, hopefully it will be this week, I hope. No guarantees, no promises, but I hope it can happen this week because I want to get it over with. I do. We already have somebody in here. Gregory, how's it going? So I think it's time that we address the elephant in the room, and we need to discuss these pandemics that are happening, because quite frankly, I am cautious about it. I'm not scared, I'm just cautious. I am monitoring the situation like a hawk, because it's better safe than sorry nowadays. And, I think what we should have done, it started on a cruise ship, right? The hantavirus. I think we should have kept them at sea instead of welcoming back onto land with open arms, because quite frankly it was a stupid decision in my opinion, and that's how the next global pandemic is going to start. And the year that GTA 6 comes out too, we were this close, but I guess we'll just have to outlast another pandemic beforehand. And Avengers Doomsday 2, that's gonna get violated, because that's not until December, and the pandemic will be well within it by then. So I really do think it's going to be another COVID. I'm gonna say I'll give it until June, until we have the lockdown and the quarantine again. I hope not, I hope I'm wrong, but I just can't see it possibly ending well, and, I hope that the people who are infected with it on the cruise, are happy that they're home. I really do, because, if I was in charge of the whole situation, I would have sunken the ship. I'm not trying to be mean. They would have taken one for the team. We really cannot afford another pandemic, especially in 2026, the year that everything happens. We cannot afford another pandemic, and I think we would have honored all of those passengers who did get sick. If they sunk the ship, we would have honored them, but we didn't. We let them return to the mainland, and now they're going to infect every single other person. The reason I'm so worked up about this whole situation, I saw that the hantavirus has a 40% kill rate, and that's not good whatsoever. That's not good at all. But, it's their decision. They wanted to come home, so if anything, we'll blame it on them once it starts spreading. And, is the virus infectious or deadly as COVID? Yeah, it had a 40% kill rate based on what I saw. I did see that they are already working on a vaccine. Hopefully that happens, but I don't think I'm gonna get a vaccine. I just trust my body already. I'm not putting anything in it, unless I'm absolutely forced to, if I want to go out and do stuff. Only then will I do it, but for now, I don't think I'll have a vaccine. Oh, we have another person, Corbius Raj, how's it going? You're going bowling, but I don't have service because you live in the mountains. That's okay. Um, it's fine. Honestly, if I were you, I would just enjoy nature. Um, but anyways, back to what I was saying. I'm not scared about the virus. I'm just overly cautious on it, and I am monitoring it like a hawk. I really am, because if things go bad and we have another pandemic, I'll just say I was the first one to know about it, because other people really aren't taking their precautions. And I'm not a germaphobe or anything like that. I just like staying clean and healthy. I also saw another post that said there was a norovirus outbreak on a different cruise ship with 100 people or so. I will say this, I had norovirus. I had it on Christmas Day last year, and only on Christmas Day. It went away on December 26th, but I had norovirus, and it was probably the worst experience I've ever had in my life. I was stuck in my bed. I was just throwing up over and over and over again. It felt like it was never gonna end. And I lost a lot of sleep on that too. So, I hope that the norovirus kind of gets contained. Unlike the hantavirus, which they just carelessly let these people back on. So we are in dark times, and the apocalypse is coming up. I am sure of it, and it's just every day basically since 2025. Like every single day something new has happened, and I don't really know what to make of it. But I'm enduring it, we're all enduring it, and hopefully we can just have a normal day just once. That would be nice, wouldn't it? But, it's crazy, these are crazy times, but, I'm trying my best. Hopefully you guys are too, and, yeah. I guess, oh yeah, there is one other thing that happened this week alone, and that was the Alien Files. I'm intrigued about it because personally I do believe in aliens, because if you look at the universe, there's just no way that we're the only advanced life forms out there. There's just no way that we're the only ones. So I definitely believe in the Alien Files. But I went through a small fraction of it, and quite frankly, I am surprised that KSI was not in them, because if you've seen that man without his bandana on, you'll know what I'm talking about. But, all seriousness, the Alien Files are interesting. Maybe I can do a video about a challenge about reading them. Who knows? But, we'll see what happens. And I think that's pretty much all that happened this last week. That's worth noting. So, we just have a potential global pandemic on our hands, and I said it I said it twice already. I am not scared of it, I'm just overly cautious about it, and I am monitoring it. I'm not panicking. I hope nobody else panics or overreacts to it, because I take my health very seriously, and I just don't want to get sick, especially if it came from a cruise ship and people were allowed back home because of it. It's just dumb that they allowed that in the first place. I don't know why they would, but so I guess if anybody has any questions, just ask away, ask me anything, and I'll try my best to give an honest answer. So everybody wants to know, do I enjoy keeping up with current affairs? Yeah, it's pretty entertaining, and I like roasting pretty much anything that happens. Yeah, it's fun. There's pretty much no risk to it because whatever I say is protected by the First Amendment. So, yeah, I would say I enjoy it. But man, this new virus thing, it's, kind of infuriating to know that they were let back home. Allowed to be back, you know what I'm saying. But, it's just infuriating, and I don't know why it was allowed to happen. They literally had one job, and that job was to Titanic the ship, especially if it carried a fatal virus with a 40% fatality rate. I have a lot of questions, but I'm not going to get into that tonight. And yeah, we should have sunk the ship. Yeah, agree, exactly, not worth the risk. The people would have been honored. Maybe we could have called them patriots if we sunk the ship, but unfortunately we didn't because people must love pandemics. So hopefully that challenge I had planned can happen this week. I hope. I'm not promising anything because, you know, my schedule is very busy and I just can't promise anything a few days out. We'll just see how it goes and I'll see if I can squeeze it in. Yeah, sorry if I'm kind of boring right now and just not talking. I pretty much covered everything in the first 10 minutes, which is kind of bad. I might probably need to work on spreading it all out. Yeah, besides the new pandemic on the horizon, the only other big thing that happened was the alien files. How long can I survive while being infected with cancer? I don't know if I would do that one. I don't know if I'd even do it. I don't know if I would even do that one if I was paid. I'm not gonna risk it. Yeah, the hantavirus, it's crazy, but it's crazy that we're getting 2 global pandemics before GTA 6. It really is. Hopefully we can hold on until November 19th. That's when it's happening. That's when it's coming out. I said my alien files joke already. Might as well say it again. Based on what little I saw of it so far, I'm quite frankly surprised that KSI was not in it. Because if you've seen that man without his headband on, you'll know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I really wish I was more entertaining. I shouldn't have said everything right off the bat. So, I guess the rest of this is gonna be Q&A. So, ask away, I'll try my best to give an honest answer. Because I just pretty much covered everything in the first 10 minutes. So, yeah, just ask anything and I'll answer it. Honestly and truthfully. Because the truth never hurts, especially in this world. And I think I have finally figured out OBS. That's what I'm using to run this whole thing. I think I've mastered it now. So, that's some good news. That's excellent news, actually. So I can just stream whenever I feel like it. But to be professional, I'm just gonna stick to one a week. Do you think people are born evil or become evil due to life circumstances / influences? That's a good question. That's an excellent question. I think it's the second one. They become evil because of how they grow up and what they are influenced by. I don't think anybody is ever truly born evil. I think an example would be, correct me if I'm wrong, I could be horribly wrong, but I think an example could be Adolf Hitler. He wasn't really doing that stuff until he had power. I don't really know what he was doing when he was born. Nobody does, only God knows. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry if my voice sounds kind of hoarse right now. My throat doesn't really feel good. I'm not sick or anything, it's just my throat right now. I don't know what's going on. Oh, he was an art student? I didn't know that. Another good example, I think, is Kim Jong-un, because obviously he's evil now. He's a dictator, of course, but he wasn't born that way. He was just born into the system because his dad was Kim Jong-il, and he really kind of had no choice but to continue the legacy, per se. We are about to be 20 minutes into this thing, which isn't bad. I don't know. I'm thinking, should I do a video where I document all of my celebrity encounters, like all of the famous people I've ever met. I think it would be a fun video, but then again, I don't want it to come off as me bragging or anything like that. So, and plus it wouldn't be short at all. It's a list, because I've met a ton of people. Yeah. I might have listed my most famous ones in the last stream, like my top 3, I mean. I've met upwards of, I would say, nearly 100 celebrities. Yeah, my throat just doesn't feel good at the moment. I hope I can make it the whole hour, I really do. But, yeah, it's just my throat right now. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully it heals. Are these celebrities football related? Yes, they are. Both professional and college level too. So, yeah, they're football related. Not only football, but basketball too. I guess I'll say one right now. Believe it or not, I have shaken hands with, and I have talked to Darren Peterson before. If you don't know, he is a potential first overall pick for the NBA draft. He was pretty nice. He signed my jersey, which was pretty cool. I still have it in that closet right here. Right here. We are a quarter of the way to the halfway point. We gotta go. Alright, thank you so much for coming. Hopefully I'll see you next week, and, may the force be with you. So, if there is anybody else, just, reveal yourself and ask me anything. We can talk about it. So, I guess we'll just discuss upcoming content now, since that's kind of been a staple these past few streams. Like I said, the 10-hour challenge, hopefully it happens this week again. I cannot promise it. I cannot guarantee it. I just hope that it does. And after that, well, I really don't feel good. After that, I do have another challenge planned. It's not 10 hours, it's not 1 hour. I don't know how long it's gonna take. I don't think too long. But, I do have another challenge planned. Just a heads up, it is quite stupid. It is very stupid. But, hopefully I can power through it. And hopefully I don't get mocked and made fun of. Hopefully not. That would be bad. But, so I have plans. I just don't know when I'll be able to do it. And the 10-hour challenge comes first. Just know that. The 10-hour challenge is going to come first before any other challenges. I do have a few challenges that are bordering on impossible to do. I don't know if I should scrap them or not. Maybe instead I can do, instead of titling it me doing the challenge, I can title it doing the challenge until I break, because I feel like that would be more interesting and more clickable, if that makes sense. Like some of the stuff I have planned, I genuinely don't know if I'll be able to do it or not. We'll see if I can. That's why I keep on saying these 10-hour challenges are amongst the easiest things I can do. I have my phone set up right here because it's how I see the live chat, if that makes sense. I know I say that a lot, I'm just trying to make things as simple as possible. Yeah, my throat's it's really messing things up here. We are 27 minutes into this thing. Hopefully we can go the full way, but I don't know. Depends on how bad my throat is. Again, I'm not sick or anything like that. I don't feel sick at all. It's just whenever I talk, I can just feel the whole thing vibrating, which I don't know if that's good or bad. Hopefully it's just neutral. Yeah, we're good. My phone almost slid down. Yeah, I'm basically just not an exciting person when it comes to this. Yeah, I just don't really have a lot to talk about. We are 1 minute away from the halfway point. I want to go the full distance and do the other 30 minutes, but with my throat being how it is, and the fact that I pretty much went through all of the stuff I have to say, I just don't know if I can. So, it is good that I mastered the ability to set it up pretty quickly. The live stream, I mean. Hopefully my throat gets better. I want to thank the people who were here. I really do want to thank those guys, because without you watching, this just wouldn't be possible, so thank you so much. It is now 30 minutes. I wish I could complete it, and I did promise and advertise the full hour, so I'm sorry about that. My throat wasn't feeling this way. when it was, when I did say that. So, thank you guys so much. Hopefully the challenge can happen soon. I just don't know when. And without further ado,